Rabbis, teachers, and friends. My name is Mollie Sharfman, and I'm a proud Yeshiva at Rambam alumna. There was a page in my Rambam high school yearbook. It was the reunion page. Our class in 15 years. It was to take place in this very room in 2021. Instead of coming to this room in 10 years for my class reunion, I stand before you today, in this room, for one last time, saying goodbye. I grew up on Rambam. I don't really remember a time when my family was not involved in Rambam, dedicated to making our school the best place for us. My parents, Dr. Mollie Sharfman and Mollie Sharfman, always did everything that needed to be done for Rambam since the beginning. And they are among the group who is gathered here tonight, who stayed until the bitter end. Mom, especially you, all of your hard work and your passionate advocacy for Rambam will not be forgotten. I will use your strength when I find myself in difficult situations and hope I can act as gracefully as you did. Thank you for setting the bar so high and being the #1 person who inspires me. I had the privilege of growing up across the street from Danny and Phyllis Sykes, my other home away from home besides the Rambam. Danny and Phyllis, my entire life, I watched as you individually and as a team fight for Rambam. Please know that I was watching you, and so were your children, and you are our role models. Please know that we will carry on what you fought so hard for. Please know that, we promise. Adrian and Harry Kozlowski, thank you for always being positive for us and your children. And Adrian, you act with grace and dignity and always take the high road. Your dedication and love for Yeshiva Rambam knows no bounds. For all that you do and continue to do, you should have a special zechut. And I would be remiss to not mention Rob Goldberg, who was unrefutably the driving force behind the foundation of Yeshiva Rambam. When I am a parent one day, I hope to be as good a person as all of you have been. I will never forget what all of you have done for Rambam, for our community, and for your families, and for me. I also want to wish Mazel Tov to Mayor and Yehuda Shields and Dr. Stephen and Melanie Fleischer for being honored, or you two are examples of passionate dedication to Yeshiva Rambam and the community. So how has Yeshiva Rambam influenced me today? Just the question, I don't know how to answer it. Rambam is part of who I am, every single aspect of who I am. Yeshiva Rambam prepared me for both the religious and secular aspects of my life, and taught me to work hard, to be the best that I can be, and that it is okay to fulfill my dreams. Thank you, Mrs. Gray, for believing in me. Whenever there's an obstacle, I always say, Mrs. Gray said I could do AP chemistry. I could do anything. Yeshiva Rambam gave me the tools to succeed in life, to be a proud Jew and stand at the front lines of the Jewish community and the greater world. As a college student, I majored in Jewish studies and English literature. I love to sit and learn and debate midrash, but I also love to read Chaucer. Thank you, Mrs. Cohn. But the most important thing that I learned from Yeshiva Rambam was to be involved and committed to the Jewish community. Rambam instilled in me the responsibility of being passionate about a cause and not being afraid to act upon it. Some say that dedication to passion and idealism is just a passing phase. But I know that for me, and for most of us in this room, it is different. It is part of the fabric of who I am, and that was first learned and cultivated right here in this very building, in this very room, so many times on this very stage. If anyone was around for it, the hills are still alive with the sound of music. While I was at Rambam, the high point of my community involvement was America Eats for Israel. As high school students, we put Rambam on the map by raising $32,000 for Almagor, the Terrorist Victims Association. During my college years, I spent my summers and my winter breaks interning at Yad Vashem, participating in community service programs, and leading youth in leadership training programs across the United States, Canada, Europe, and Israel. This past June, while I was on a Jewish youth mission to Germany, I stood in front of Martin Luther's 95 grievances in Wittenberg, Germany. All I wanted to do was call my 7th grade teacher, Mrs. Laurie Austin. The history that she taught me so long ago was now coming to life. But I could use my understanding. Not me. As a student at Yeshiva University, I made an interesting observation. Every community service or Israel Action program is populated by Yeshiva Rambam graduates. Everyone knows the Rambam crew. I have so many people tell me from so many different communities, larger than Baltimore, that they wish they had friends like I did from Rambam. Not bad for a small school from a small city. We have made and are still making our marks as leaders locally, nationally, and in Israel. I really hoped I would be back here in this room in 2016 for my sister Ariana's graduation from Rambam. But instead, I will have to go to her graduation in an unfamiliar school, in an unfamiliar room, surrounded by unfamiliar people. I will not be able to greet and hug my teachers because I will not know them. My friends will be standing by my side. It has been hard on everyone, but all of your hard work, the hours of trying to find a way to keep Rambam afloat, was not for naught and will not be forgotten. And to my teachers, I am what I am because of you. To the senior class of 2011, and to all the students who will not graduate from Yeshiva Rambam, always carry yourselves with pride, dignity, and confidence. Be proud to defend yourself and your school. There are people out there like you who came before you, like me. We are still a family, and we will tell the world who we are, because nothing has changed. This will not break me. I am still Mollie Sharfman, a Yeshiva Rambam graduate who is proud.